everyone. I hope you are enjoying a lovely weekend. It's been very nice here where I am. And I thought I'm going to again talk about, rent to rent business model. As I always say that, I'm really passionate about this business model because it has allowed me to buy my own properties and to, increase my own property portfolio. So, it's a very good entry point. Rent to rent is an excellent entry point if you're looking to get started in properties. But to make success out of this business, you really need to make sure that you know what you're doing. You need to make sure that you're picking the right property. You need to make sure that you're picking the right area. You need to make sure that you're picking right tenants, and also you need to make sure that you're issuing them with the right documents, because not always, but there will be time, when you will have to take action against your tenants. You will need to serve them with a notice, and that is only possible if you are going to issue them with the right documents when you're starting your tenancy with them. So I just thought I'm going to quickly list those items which you should be paying attention to, because it's very, very important that when you are starting your tenancy with them, you make it so watertight that if things go wrong, then they don't have a leg to stand on, and you can then easily get them out or get compensation, and you can move on to the next tenant. You can move on to look for a new tenant or better tenant for your room. So number one thing you need to remember is to issue them with the correct contract. You can't just use your normal AST contract for your HMO tenants, because AST contract, standard AST contract, will be for the whole property, whereas that's not going to be the case with those tenants, because you are only renting a room and you are allowing them to use the facilities which are there in the communal area. So you need a contract which is suitable for room renting. So make sure that you pick right contract when you are renting your room to your tenant. Second thing I would say, you need to make sure that you give them right to rent or how to rent booklet. And easily you can download this booklet from the Gov website. Now make sure that you have got the most recent version of it, because time to time these booklets do get updated and they change the version. So make sure that when you are issuing your tenant with those booklets, you are giving them the most recent version of it. Third thing I would say would be an EPC certificate. So give them a copy of the EPC certificate. And when you are issuing them EPC certificate, it tells them that whether that property, where does it stand when it comes to energy efficiency, and you can't really rent a property if it is below E. So, you need to give them that proof. So make sure you issue them with an EPC certificate as well. Also, you should be giving them a copy of the gas safety certificate, CP12. Every time when you are doing that CP12 test in the property, make sure that you email them a copy of it as well. So make sure you keep on top of things. Other thing would be to issue them with the electric safety certificate, just so they know that everything has been checked and it's a safe property, for them to live in. Also, if that property has got an HMO license, it'll be a good idea to attach a copy of that HMO license with rest of the documents and then give them a copy. If you are emailing them everything, make sure you also include a PDF copy of that HMO license. Also, if you are taking any deposit from them, always remember that you need to put that deposit in the DPS scheme which is government certified by the government. So make sure that you are putting their money in the DPS account within 28 days of their tenancy, and you are sending them a notification. Usually what happens when you put their money in the DPS account, the system will actually ask for your tenants' details, their contact details, their telephone number, email address, and all that. So it generates an email and that goes out to the tenant as well. So you will have a copy and they will have a copy. But just to make sure that they have received it, I always send them an email, a friendly email, to say, oh, I've just put your deposit in the DPS account, and can you please confirm that you have also received a confirmation from them, because if they haven't, then you can chase it up straight away and you can sort it out. Also, when it comes to renting your property, because it will have furniture, you can either list all those items and attach that to the to the contract, but the better idea would be take pictures of all furniture items, take pictures of all walls in the room, all different items there. Make sure that you take a picture and you attach it to the tenancy agreement that you're going to issue to them, and ask them to sign, or ask them to agree, or send you a confirmation if you're sending them via email that they agree with the condition of those items, because in case if they damage anything when they leave the room, you have got a proof that they did agree that the items were in a good condition, and when they have left the room, things have been ruined. So if you are taking any deposit from them, then you can claim that money through that deposit scheme. Also, these are all the mandatory things, but what you also can do is give them a code of conduct booklet. So prepare a copy, a PDF version of code of conduct booklet. It's always a good idea, especially if it's a multi-let property, so they know that what is expected of them, how they should be behaving in that property, so just to make it harmonious for everybody. So just make sure that you give them a copy of that as well. And also, it's a good idea to give them with your bank details, so they can fill out their bank details like a standing order form, and ask them to fill their bank details, and then either let them post that standing order form to their own bank, or if you want, you can take that form of them and then you can just send it to their bank. So you have then standing order already set up for your rent payments, so just make sure that you issue them with all the right documents, because just in case if they default on your rent, or if they default on the behavior, if they become difficult, if they misbehaving, or if they are causing problem for other tenants in the property, then at least you can issue them with the right notice. You can then rightfully ask them to leave the property, you can serve them right notice. Otherwise, if you haven't done any of these, then you will not have a leg to stand on. So make sure, guys, you do that, because this happened to me in 2018 when I first started my rent-to-rent business, and I had a really difficult tenant in one of my rooms, and I found very difficult to take action, because he kind of knew the whole system, how it works, and he knew how to exploit it, so at the end, he left with a great difficulty, but he left with rent arrears. He damaged my room, he took the smoke alarm off, from the passage. So, and I couldn't really do anything, I just had to move on, because I knew that I had not done things the right way, and that when I just had started my journey. So it was an expensive lesson, but I learned it. I made sure that once I had that bad experience, I never repeated that mistake ever again. So make sure that you issue your tenants with all the right documents. So whenever you need to take action against them, you can do that rightfully. Okay, so take care. I hope it doesn't happen to you, but just make sure that when you are starting your tenancy with them, you're giving them all the right documents, because law is always on their side. Court will always find an excuse to reject your application. So just make sure that you cover your back fully. Okay, so I'll talk about another topic in my next video. Take care then. Bye bye. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So every time I'm uploading a new video, you will get a notification. And also don't forget to share it with your friends or your family members who you think will also be able to take advantage from this knowledge and these videos. If you're looking to start your rent-to-rent business, then also get in touch with me, because I offer tailor-made mentoring where I will be hand holding you and I will be helping you to start your own rent-to-rent business. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.